afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, June 27th. We are looking at Window Traders Market Profile, SPY, IWM, and Triple Qs. Just want to start out real quick. I didn't mention it this morning. I know a lot of people in here have heard that, what I've done and on Twitter. But for those of you who just watched the videos, I collaborated with my eldest daughter and wrote a children's book, which is, I think, kind of cute. And it also has a lot of terms and definitions that I kind of use here in my video and certainly in my trading room. So it's called Algo, A-L-G-O, the alligator, obviously named after algorithms. There's an alligator that hangs out in my backyard, for those of you who just watch these videos and are in my trading room. He's become kind of the mascot for the room. It's on Amazon. It's only $10.95 and obviously free shipping if you have Amazon Prime. So if you get a chance, go check it out. Algo, the alligator. Just type that in and it'll come up. And I'd appreciate it. As far as today, pretty lackluster summer day. Although we still had a decent range. We did not take out our IB until L period, which got it by 6 cents. And then M took out L for me by 2 cents. So barely took out the initial balance high or low, which is the first hour trading high or low. Triple Qs also didn't take theirs out till L. Russell took theirs out early in C and got into their gap. Remember, Russell never filled one of their gaps above. We only have one, as does Qs. Russell still has the two. They missed filling it by 66 cents. We all go out with wide point of controls. As we're 11 wide. Qs are 11 wide. Russell's 12 wide. Decent day, but not a lot of trading. Buyers had the early part of the day. Sellers tried to take control. After F period, they did make new lows, but nobody really got much for their efforts. I took a long in A, not against the gap. I didn't think that gap would hold, so I waited against the price probe, which was L's high. Again, just got a responsive bounce off of that with the 388 calls, and then again against the price spike, 386 calls. Now, I think this day, the bulls have to be happy, right? We've had a big run from the year low until today's high, almost $30. That's pretty impressive. So the fact that we consolidated and took a break inside of M's range, all we did is trade M's range today, right? I always tell you M's range is important going forward. So that's all we did today, and we held the price spike pretty good. We barely got below it, A, L, and M. So now we'll see if this was just a rest period, and they do attempt to go higher. The ES got rejected at their 20-day moving average a couple of times today. SPY never got near theirs. So we'll see if they get above it with acceptance tomorrow. Maybe we get more to the upside and to the other big gap. If we can't get acceptance above it, then we should at least test the bottom of the upper distribution. For bulls, you really don't want to get into the lower distribution from Friday. So I had two long plays in A that worked out. I then shorted B period. Basically, again, as we went up, because we hadn't seen the open in 392, puts did well on that. C period, before we took out B's high. Any push high, I was taking shorts. Any push low, I was taking them off. Kind of the ebb and flow trade. But there was a lot of mixed MGI. We had overlapping higher value. Well, we had higher value to start, then overlapping a higher all day, yet we took out the overnight low. Now, we didn't get the IB low till late in the day. So it's kind of a mixed bag, but did well on those shorts. And then in J and K, I actually took long, thinking we were going to finally stop the one-time framing down because it looked like the bears had no energy. And I did that with the 388 calls, which we finally did do it and did okay on that. And that was it. So not a huge day, but a successful day overall. As far as destinations, the upside, we have our 11-wide POC at 389.18. That's J's high. Then our afternoon rally high, which is K's high at 389.37. And then we have today's high, 391.36. And then we have nothing to 394.25 afternoon rally high from June 10th. Of course, we have the 20-day in SPY below that at around 393.20 level. For the downside, we have today's low of 387.44. And then you should have everything else I gave you on Friday's downside destinations. Just trying to keep this relatively short when not much happens. And then we'll just go to the chart. So here's the weekly. Now, we did take out last week's high, so to me the weekly's up. I know we're back inside of it, but it's up. I'm going to give the bulls their due. So unless we take out last week's low, we'll be up on the weekly. The monthly is still down. And the daily is also up. One time framing up 3 days. We still have the two gaps below as a main focus, and we have the gap above, which is a big focus. And there's the 20-day moving average. So again, if all the bulls did was consolidate in the upper end of Friday's range, they have to be very happy with that. We'll see if they get any follow-through tomorrow. Again, thanks for the likes and subscribing to this YouTube channel. Go check out that book. I think you would enjoy it. Tell your family, friends, and coworkers about it. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.